Yo, what is going on, my dudes? Welcome to another RuneScape news coverage video. For this video, we're going to talk about what we can expect to come into RuneScape for February, March, and April. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. Let's get it. Alright guys, like I said, we're going to be talking about things that are going to be coming out in February, March, and April. So first up, we got the Clue Scroll Overhaul. I've talked about this pretty extensively in my previous videos, but basically this is going to add a whole new master tier clues, new puzzles, whole new rewards like the second age Saradomin gear, Robin Hood outfit, dragon masks, etc. They're also introducing things like the Clue Scroll log, so you can check out the collections of all the things you've earned while doing clues, tracking clues in terms of how much you've done, adding hiding holes for emote clues, a clue scroll outfit that'll help you complete clues easier, the ability to collect more than one clue, and have stackable caskets up to 25 clues of each tier. So all you clue hunters, I'm sure you're pretty excited about that one. Next up, we have the next highest level boss, Solak. This is the top tier boss aimed at groups of 7 with a distinct duo mode where you can pair up with one friend and try to take on the big bad boss. He's going to be located in a Lost Grove, so you can head over there to fight him with your friends and aim at trying to get your hands on the tier 92 crossbow. So that'll bring dual wield range up to the tier 92 along with the others. They've mentioned that it's actually had some changes since its reveal on RuneFest, all based on your guys' feedback, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Moving on, we got the end of the pirate quests, that is Pieces of Hate. This is another thing I've talked about pretty extensively on the channel, but Mosley Harmless is on the verge of war, and it's up to you to help quell the fighting. It's important to remember that Rabbit Jack is going to play an important role in this quest, and you're going to have to stop whatever he has schemed up. Always love the pirate quest, so I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how this is going to pan out. Can't wait for this quest, but, you know, it's just a couple of months till it comes out. Following the similar theme, we have Deep Sea Fishing, which is actually a mid to high level fishing update to really offer a whole bunch of diversity into the skill. This is really going to keep you on your toes because within the new docks that you're going to be able to explore, which is going to be a new fishing hub, there are always going to be new things or events happening that you're going to have to interact with if you want to get awesome rewards and great XP in terms of fishing. With this, they're adding the new sailfish. This is a best in slot fish, which is going to heal the highest, higher than any other previous food. So you're going to want to get your hands on this, especially if you want to, you know, take advantage of that high heals for higher level bosses. Probably going to be good at Solak. And not to mention the new deep sea fishing hub is looking amazing. You can see it's just a really awesome place, and it's really going to change the way we use fishing and interact with the skill. Another thing, I talked about this actually on my previous video, but I deleted it because I'm not entirely sure when it's going to come into the game, and that is the bank rework taster. This is the light version of the bank rework where you get things like, you know, Diango and presets, as well as, you know, wise old man functionality. I had it in the previous video because ModMark actually talked about it in the January updates. However, in the news post, it's paired up in the February, March, April section. So I really don't know exactly when that's going to come into the game. Probably more likely in the February, March, April window. So I just wanted to let you guys know. Hopefully that's a correction, or I don't know. It might be like a problem on their side where they didn't put it together properly, but it's probably going to be more in the first quarter region rather than January. Just letting you guys know. Next up, we have the Group IRONMan mode. This is the mode where you can pair up with other Group IRONMan accounts, and you'll be able to trade amongst them or participate in multiplayer content like group bossing and dungeoneering. I don't know if that means you can convert a current IRONMan account to a Group IRONMan. It may be the very case that you have to create a brand new Group IRONMan account and pair up with another that way. I do not know yet, so we're gonna have to wait and see. They're also adding safe cracking, which is essentially what Elder Trees is to woodcutting, but for thieving. So you're going to be traveling around different castles across Gielinor, breaking into vaults, gaining XP, and earning new rewards that you can unlock from the Thieves Guild. Next up, we have the Mimic boss is coming into the game as permanent content. It's going to have a slightly altered drop table from when it was temporary content. However, you're still going to get all the uniques from him that you'd expect back when he was temporary content. So he'll be coming into the game within the next coming months. Next up, we have the mining and smithing beta. So you'll be able to hop onto the beta worlds in the coming months, test out what they've got so far with the mining and smithing rework, and give your feedback to hopefully shape it into exactly what you expect when it eventually ends up going live. So stay stay tuned for that. Also this year, we're going to see the return of the Spring Fair. However, they're overhauled it, and it's going to be much less focused on rune coins and microtransactions for anyone who wants to participate in the event. It's also going to end up being the hub for the Easter events. I don't know exactly how that's going to plan out or how the community is going to take that, but just know that the Easter event will be housed within the Spring Fair. They're also adding a minigame hub. This is going to be bringing all the minigames, or the people who like to play the minigames, into one location and cutting some of the underused minigames in the process. So I imagine a lot of people talked about getting rid of things like mobilizing armies. I think they're gonna, cut off those very underused minigames. We'll have to wait and see. There's also going to be a chance to finally rebuild Edgeville after its Dragonkin decimation. So for those of you who remember, during the Ritual of the Madrot, the Dragonkin attacked Edgeville, burned most of the buildings to the ground or to rumble, and we're finally going to get that fixed. Hopefully it's going to be some kind of construction update, some partial temporary update, or maybe some permanent content where anybody who's reached that point in the quest can then choose to partake in the rebuild of the quest for some kind of construction XP, I would imagine. So it's interesting to see that finally come to the game. Also, we have an update to the Brimhaven agility course. It's going to be a new high-level agility arena, which is also accompanying a graphical rework to the area. So that means it might boast the best agility training XP in the game when it finally goes out. Really interesting to see them bring light to old content like that. And it may actually mean that the agility skill gate perk actually will get some of a buff, because it currently gives double tickets, or has a chance to give double tickets, at the Brimhaven Agility Arena. So that might actually make the agility cape viable while training at that spot. Next up, we have the calendar of events in game that will come, and you'll be able to click on it and see exactly what's going on or happening in Gielinor at any one time. We've actually seen this way back in the day with the Game Jam, where they showed off a bunch of various updates of things that people were working on, and calendar of events happens to be one of them. So to see that finally get in the game after all this time, it's a small update, but very welcome in my opinion. And finally, we're going to talk about a double XP weekend. Not really much to talk about it, because you know exactly what that means, but it's going to be taking place from the 23rd to the 26th of February. So that's next month. It's going to be accompanied with another 24-hour Game Blast live stream that they've done in previous years, with the help of special effects, where they're going to get a charity event going on to raise money for that cause. Anyways, yeah, that pretty much wraps up everything for February, March, and April. Stay tuned for the rest of the year video coming out tomorrow. I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed it and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit the subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I am out. Peace.